how you doing? I'm glad you push play and you want to watch this video of my story. Hopefully you stick with me. I don't know how long this is going to be, but I do have a story on how I started in Beachbody. Um, Really, I didn't even know anything about Beachbody. I've heard of P90X, and that's kind of how I got involved with it. There was a guy that I talked to all the time at the ball fields because his daughter and my daughter played ball together, played softball. And in 2009, I was getting to that point. I'm getting older, and I'm gaining weight, and I've tried going to the gym, and I didn't have time. I made up every excuse in the book not to work out. I had all this stuff going on, and I just don't have time for it. You got to get to the gym, you got to work out, you got to come home. And he was like, "Do P90X," and I'm like, "I've heard of P90X. I've seen the infomercials. I've always thought about doing it, but I just didn't want to buy into it. I saw they show all these before and after pictures. I'm like, that cannot be them. I was so skeptical. I'm like, are they enhanced? I mean, computers can do anything anymore. I mean, look at movies. You see all these different, all these effects where you can change the way people look. I'm like, that has to be what they're doing. So he was like, like a true guy right in front of me that showed me his before picture. I'm like, that's him, and look what he looks like now. So I'm like, I'm gonna give it a try. So his wife actually gave me his card and said, check this out and order P90X and see what you think. I did. I ordered it. My wife and I both did it, and I said, the only way we're going to do this is if I'm like, I'm going to prove this wrong. There's no way people can have results that fast. So the only way I could do that is um, to a T, study the nutrition plan and do everything exactly the way it did. So I did that. I mean, I was so into making sure I'm going to prove this thing wrong. I got sick and I didn't even want to take a cough drop because it wasn't in the nutrition plan. I mean, I went overboard with this whole thing, but I'm telling you, I wanted to prove it wrong. And just to make a long story short here, 90 days later, I'm 35 pounds lighter. I can see my abs. I haven't seen my abs since high school. I'm 40 years old now. And it was just crazy. I was like, this really worked. I mean, I took my before pictures and I compared it to my after pictures, and they were amazing. I'm like, I cannot believe that all this time I thought all this stuff was fake, and it's not. It works. I was so happy that he shared this with me that I did it again. And I did it again. After the third time, I'm like, and people are asking me, what are you doing? How are you losing all this weight? How are you getting fit like this? And I'm like, P90X, P90X, P90X. I had no idea Beachbody was a bigger company and had all these other awesome workout programs that I now do. But at the time, I had no idea. So I'm like, I went back to this guy and I'm like, what's this whole coaching thing about? So, I wanted to get involved as a coach because I love sharing it with people. I'm like, so why not get involved with being a part of Beachbody, being a part of the company that changed my life, changed my wife's life to the point of we have a workout room that when we built our house, we're like, we're going to have an area where we can do these workouts. And I wanted to share with everybody there's nothing better than seeing people change, seeing their results and go, look, it works. It really does. It worked for me. It can work for you. And it just really has changed my life. I've done so many more of the Beachbody programs, and I enjoy every one of them. And now, P90X3 is out, and it's a 30-minute video, and I'm loving it. I'm still getting sore, and I'm still getting in it. And I mean, every time they come out with something new, I just want to dive right in. And I want to share it with everybody. I really, really do. I love seeing people get involved with our challenge groups and staying committed and the accountability and the motivation you get from these groups. I want to help. Okay, that's what I'm here for. It's just changing lives is really what it's about. I mean, I know I'm not a salesman. I'm a teacher. I've never thought about selling anything, but I know I can share my story with other people, and hopefully they can say, I'm gonna try this thing out. He did it. I know him. I started this like page and this fan page, and I want people to get involved. I really truly want to inspire someone else, and I have on several occasions, and it's been amazing. This whole journey, and watching someone else start this journey as well. This has taken forever. I feel like I'm, rambling on and on and on, but I'm so passionate about what Beachbody has done for my wife and I that I want to share it with you. Um, Shoot me a message. Ask me anything you want. I want you to be involved, and I want to share. I want to share everything that I can. What I've experienced since 2009 with Shakeology and what that's done for me. And I mean, I've done so many workouts. Ask me questions. I've probably done the workout. I can help you out. But I don't want to keep going here. I know you're probably like, man, this video is taking forever. But contact me. I'm here. I want to help. And that's basically my story. And I love what I do, and I hope that I could start you off on the same journey I had.